just like the teachers that were bogged down with so much administrative work, yun din yung gusto ko, na ma-relieve sila ng trabaho na medyo administrative and they can focus on work that no one else can do except somebody who has the training as a social worker. And we leave it to them to help define what those roles are. So yun lang naman.
Noted, Madam Chair.
Thank you. So,
In fact, if I may, I have a staff na social worker at siya ang pinapa-oversee ko ng district offices on how to deal with people. Mini-mentor niya, tinuturuan. Tapos sabi ko, gusto ko mag-hire pa ng social worker at saka ang gaan-gaan kasama. Ibang pag social worker, naiintindihan. Oo. Kailangan ko pa ng social worker. Gustong-gusto ko pag yung staff social worker. Iba.
o yan, dagdagan niyo pa yung mga mag-aaral ng social worker. Hire kayo lahat ni Senator Loren. Sige, let's move on, no? Senator Bongo, Senator Bongo, are you ready? I can give you the floor now.
Salamat po, Madam Chair. Just a few manifestation and question lang rin po, no? Kanina, natanong po yung about social pension sa mga senior citizens. Dami kasi lumalapit sa akin ng mga senior, nagtataka sila bakit hindi pa raw nila natatanggap yung kanilang mga social pension. Kaya pinapasa ko talaga to sa inyo dahil maaring nandun sila sa waitlisted na listahan. At natanong ko rin po ito sa DBCC kay Secretary Pangandaman. Nasagot doon, no, na hindi pa raw nagre-request ng additional budget for social pension ng DSWD. Meron na ba?
Madam Chair, we submitted it during the Tier 2. We had asked for an additional 8 billion.
So that time,
At that time, 800,000 po yung waitlist. Humingi kami ng karagdagang 8 billion.
so at that time yata, wala pa kayo, during that DBCC budget briefing dito.
No, Madam Chair, we've done this early part of the year. We do it all the time. Kasi ho, yung waitlist, lagi kaming fina-follow up rin ng mga beneficiaries or potential
Ang
beneficiaries.
sabi ni Secmina, 49 bilang daw po ang ni-request.
Yan ho yung Tier 1. So, yung Tier 2, ang counter namin is we need additional 8 billion to cover the 800,000 waitlist. Kasi kung nung time na yon, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, 800,000 pa lang yung waitlist. Ngayon, lumobo na ho to 1
So,
billion.
dinagdagan nila?
Hindi po.
Hindi po. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nadagdagan, mananatili silang waitlisted.
Yes,
Waitlist po.
yes, Madam Chair. Yes, Mr. Senator.
Kaya dapat po mapaintindi po ito sa kanila dahil kahit saan ako pumunta, may lumalapit talaga na ba't hindi pa namin natatanggap yung aming social pension. Bagamat batas na po ito, ano ba naman yung 1,000, no? Karagdagang 8 to 12 billion. Gaya na sinabi ni Senator Loren, kesa naman po masayang sa ginagawang gatasan po ng ilan sa flood control, baka pwede na po i-reallocate dito sa social pension. Matatanda na po yun, magamit man lang nila pambili ng pagkain at medisina.
We agree and we would really ask for the same.
Madam Chair, first of all, I want to express my support to the programs of DSWD. Noon pa yan, alam naman natin na mahalaga po ang tungkulin ng DSWD. Dahil sila po ang frontliner sa pagtulong ng ating mga kababayan na kailangan. It serves as the primary agency that provides social protection and safeguards the welfare of the poor and the vulnerable. Yung mga mahirap talaga, sila po ang dapat makinabang dito sa iba't ibang programa ng DSWD. Yung iba nga po, umaasa na lang po sa inyong programa kung kailan sila mapalista o masama dun sa listahan na tatanggapin. At sabi ko, sana hindi umasa lang po sa ayuda mga kababayan nating Pilipino. Gawan po ng paraan ito ng gobyerno na hindi po puro ayuda lang. I just want to remind the agency to always be guided by its branding. Bawat buhay mahalaga sa DSWD. Pangatawanan niyo po ito, ang inyong branding, and we expect that help and assistance will be given to those who are in need. Without bias or favor, walang pili po. Kung sino yung nangangailangan, dapat po makatanggap sila ng ayuda. Walang halong politika. Meron lang po akong konting katanungan about dito sa previous 2 years na po natin na-discuss ito. Alam naman natin na batas po itong Malasakit Center at part po ang DSWD sa one-stop shop na ito. At napapansin ko kulang talaga kahit na lalo na last year dahil zero po ang budget ng PhilHealth. Kahit na tinaasan nila yung mga case rates, yung kanilang coverage, ang kanilang counterpart. Importante rito yung out-of-pocket expenditures ng ating mga kababayan. At malaking tulong po yun kung hindi na sila kailangang mamasahe, maglabas pa ng pambayad, no? Mabubutas lalo ang kanilang bulsa para pumunta po sa mga field offices ninyo. Kaya po tayo may Malasakit Center para one-stop shop at part po ang DSWD dito na pwede nilang lapitan at humingi ng tulong. At meron po kayong kakayahang tumulong, halimbawa, yung pamasahe, at hindi lang po yun dahil halimbawa, bill ng pasyente, 87,000. Sasagutin ng PhilHealth, napakaliit. 10,000, hingi ng tulong sa DOH, PCSO, minsan kulang pa ang tinutulong. So malaking bagay po yung tulong mula sa DSWD. And dyan naman po yung inyong AIX program, pampamasahe. At napaka-importante rito, kumusta na po yung pwede niyong itulong through medical assistance. Bagamat wala pa yung JAO, no? Meron na ho ba kayong guidelines? Inayos nyo na ba yung guidelines sa AIX na pwedeng tumulong para sa medical assistance aside from burial and itong pamasahe? Importante po itong medical assistance dahil sabi ko nga 87,000, nakahingi sila ng tulong 37,000. May balanse pa na 50,000, mangungutang, isasangla yung karabaw, yung refrigerator para makalabas lang po ng hospital. Malaking tulong po yung programa ninyong AIX kung sakasakaling papayagan na silang tulungan mismo doon sa one-stop shop. Hindi na nila kailangan pumunta ng field offices dahil makakatipid sila sa pamasahe. 100, 200, malaking bagay na yung pagkain na nila yon.
Madam Chair, taking on from the last budget hearing, I want to assure the good senator that we've deployed social workers in these facilities where they are Malasakit centers. Full deployment po yun, except kung nag-resign, papalitan po namin. At the moment we have already disbursed 574 million pesos through the Malasakit centers. We've already made the necessary changes. In fact, ang appreciation po namin sa Malasakit are off-site payout. So meaning, any type of assistance that we carry in the AIX program can be disbursed in the Malasakit centers.
Yun yung pamasahe.
Lahat po, lahat.
Burial, pamasahe.
Medical,
Yung medical, di ba dati hindi pwede ngayon, pwede na.
pwede na ako, ginagawa na rin po namin.
Yung, how about your guidelines na ano nyo na revise nyo na?
Yes, we did. In fact, Mr. Chair, we would look at it na the Malasakit centers as off-site outlets na hindi ginalaw na namin yung guidelines, pero even before that, we were doing it already because our appreciation is the Malasakit centers are off-site payouts. So, lahat ng menu dapat ng AIX available doon.
Para hindi na sila mahirapan pang pumunta sa...
Correct. Para hindi na ho sila lipat-lipat.
Salamat po. Yun lang po ang akin dito is huwag na natin pahirapan ang ating mga kababayan. Unang-una, pera naman po ng taong bayan yan, dapat po ibalik sa kanila sa mabilis na paraan. O naman po sumusuporta parati sa DSWD, even during the previous administration of President Duterte. Sinusuportahan talaga natin itong DSWD dahil alam natin na iyan po ang mandato ng inyong opisina. At yung pinakamahihirap talaga, pakiusap ko na balikan nyo. Full support po ako sa inyong opisina. Salamat po. Yun po muna sa ngayon. Salamat.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Senator.
Thank you, Senator Bongo. So, Mr. Chairman, you have the floor, and Senator Loren. No, I'm fine. I've had my briefing with the department, so I'm happy to just interject. Yeah, and if I have anything, I will. Don't worry. I won't hesitate to interrupt you. So.
Okay. Before pandemic,
Maybe let's make it 10 minutes so the chairman can have time after.
Sure.
Thank you.
During, before the pandemic, when I chaired the budget, I recall we put in capital outlay for the homes, home for the aged, the DSWD shelters, but that was 2018-19, naabutan na ng pandemic, I'm certain that the funds were not reverted to Treasury or used for COVID response. And I recall when we did that amendment with Senator Nancy Binay at the time, ang sabi ng DSWD ay salamat dahil wala silang natatanggap na capital outlay or even ayusin yung mga homes na mga tumutulo, na sira, walang flush o mga banyo, talagang minsan inhumane condition yung ating shelters. So, but this was only partial, I think only 2 billion. So I'd like to know, I didn't see it yet in your budget, are all government-owned and government-run homes, whether for children, yung Reception and Study Center, or the Golden Acres, or all the homes for juvenile children, are these all maintained? Do you have sufficient capital outlay and rehabilitation of the spaces where the most vulnerable populations are housed?
First, Madam Chair, we are very thankful to the good senator. That money went to good use. Ubus na po yun. Pero obviously, because of wear and tear, we need to keep on regularly fixing our facilities. This year, another 300 million has been set aside from what we call the General Administrative Services Fund that the policymakers added into our budget. That's 300 million for this year. And then next year, we submitted a reallocation because we were given quite substantial amount for our IT requirements, but the absorptive capacity isn't there or the need. So we are again asking Congress, and we will submit it to the committee or submitted it to the committee to reallocate another 800 million from that excess pool from the IT fund. We want to make sure, we agree with the senator, we want to make sure that all these residential care facilities are in tip-top shape. So marami hong nangyari mula nung nagbigay ho kayo ng pondo. Pagtapos ho nun, another 300 million ang ginagastos at patuloy na ginagastos for repair and maintenance this year. There was a 900 million amendment given to us this year by Congress and the Senate. And that part of that 900 million, 300 million will go or went to our care facilities kasi yung iba na bid out na yung iba in the process of doing so. So on top of that, next year, we're allocating another 800 million to move. We're asking Congress and the Senate to move portions of our IT funds na sobra-sobra naman to our care facilities, another 800 million.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, that the homes where our elders, our senior citizens, and the orphans, the children live are at least do they live in humane
Yes,
condition?
we can see that. And
Okay.
we are also investing in the people working in those centers with capacity
Speak to
building.
that. Yes. You said kulang ang social workers. How about those who manage those homes? We've read stories, horror stories, not the SWD centers. I can't recall now. I think it was not even LGU run. It's a private center some months back of how was it the elders or the children who were abused? There've been stories all these years of privately run even centers where the vulnerable people who stay with their children or elderly are not treated the way they should. And I think the SWD came to the rescue and absorbed these children. Was it elderly or children?
Children, Madam Chair.
Children, yes. It was a private...
Yes, and our standards bureau took care of that matter accordingly based on the prescribed guidelines, and they were moved into government care facilities.
Okay. Do you have an oversight over all those
Yes.
privately run institutions?
Madam Chair, one of our core competencies will be regulation. So one of our general output is regulation. So meron po tayong undersecretary that deals with this, and whenever we get grievances, minus grievances, we do regular monitoring, quarterly monitoring of these care facilities.
Bakit nangyayari yun? Hindi ko maisip na merong magtatayo ng care facility para lang saktan at abusuhin ang mga vulnerable population na nga. Bakit po nangyayari yung pang-aabusong yun? Hindi yan fake news Kasi talagang nangyari, di ba?
Madam Chair,
Klaseng mental health ang mga taong yun.
I cannot comment on that because we're supposed to adjudicate these matters also. But one thing for sure, our Standards Bureau does its monitoring. That's why we catch on these type of infractions. And we make sure that